Hello everyone, I welcome you to another discussion in our series of God's Word. And today we are looking at the phrase that you meet in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, when God says, "There is no one besides me." What does that mean? No one besides Yahweh. No one besides the God of Israel. What does that really mean? For example, when we read Exodus 20 verse 3, this is where Yahweh is giving the Israelites, Moses, the 10 commandments. And this is what he says in Exodus 20 verse 3. "You shall have no other gods before me." Yahweh is telling Israel that you shall have no other gods before me. Deuteronomy 4 verse 34. Deuteronomy 4 verse 35. We read, "To you it was shown that you might know that the Lord is God. There is no any other besides him." Moses is reminding the children of Israel, saying, "To you it was shown that you might know that the Lord is God. There is no another besides him." In Joshua 24 verse 15, this was Joshua reminding once again the children of Israel about who they may choose, whom they have chosen to save and to align themselves. And this is what Joshua says: "And if it is evil in your eyes to serve the Lord, choose this very day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served in the region beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you now dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh," or we will serve the Lord. Numbers 33 verse 4, the Bible reads, "On their gods Yahweh also executed judgment." Numbers 33 verse 4, "On their gods also Yahweh executed judgment." This is the account of the exodus of the children of Israel from Egypt. In Psalms 86 verse 8, the psalmist says, "There is none like you among the gods, O Lord." The psalmist acknowledges Yahweh, the God of Israel, that there is no another like him. In Isaiah 46 verse 9, the prophet says, "Remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is no any other. I am God, and there is none like me." That is Isaiah 46 verse 9. Paul had something about that statement, and he said this in Galatians 4 verse 8, "Formerly, when you did not know God, you were enslaved to those that by nature are not gods." Paul in Galatians 4 verse 8 says, "Formerly when you did not know God, you were enslaved to those by nature who are not gods." What does that statement mean? There is no any other besides Yahweh, or there is no another who is like God, the God of Israel. What these verses are not saying is that there are no other gods. What these verses we have read and many other verses that have similar meaning, what they are not saying is that there are no other gods, because there are, and there is. In biblical thinking, these other gods are very much real. So what we have read, these passages, are not saying that there are no other gods, because the Bible acknowledges them. And in biblical thinking, these gods are very much real. But among these other gods, none of them matches Yahweh. None of them matches the God of Israel. They are inferior to him. They are lesser to him. Yahweh is alone in what he is. what these verses we have read, what they are telling us is that there is none like Yahweh in who Yahweh is. Yahweh alone is who and what he is in who he is. And that's why he says in Exodus 3, I am who I am. No other gods matches Yahweh in who and what he is. Yahweh, God of Israel alone, is who he is. There is none like him. He is different. He is unique. No one matches him. And he's not saying that no other God. No, he says among other gods that they are there, none of them matches Yahweh in his character, in his, in his being, in his holiness, in his goodness, in his power. None of them matches Yahweh. Yahweh is the uncreated creator, unlike these other gods who are created by the uncreated creator. So what these verses we have read, what they are saying is that Yahweh is uncreated creator who has created these other gods. So one thing we need to understand and to be reminded that as we read these passages that talk about no one is like you, O Lord, no one besides me, what they are not saying is that there are no other gods, because there are. And Yahweh, the God of Israel, acknowledges them. So what they are saying is that Yahweh is alone in who he is. He is above everything. He is above everyone. He transcends all other gods that there is. So that's what this phrase really means.